In today's video, I want to talk about these little Tikes dollhouse figures from the late 1980s through the 1990s. And they were, interesting thing about these was that when I got them, they were not marked little Tikes, so you had to know what you were. They were sold as figures, and I just recognized them as the little Tikes dollhouse figures because they are a desirable thing to have. They're made of a hard plastic, and you can see where their waist would swivel so that then they would get into a sitting position, and their arms will swivel, and they have painted on facial features, and there's an array of them here. Some of them are easier to find than others. Some of them are a little more obscure. And also, I'll show you in a minute, I have a 1994 Penney catalog that features some of these, which is always kind of neat to see the original in the catalog. Out of this lot, I would say my favorite are the most harder to find are the grandparents. They've got the gray hair, and Grandpa's got his glasses on, and they are the ones that are a little more obscure or a little bit harder to find. Also, that doesn't come up quite as much is the jockey, or this figure would have come with the barn, and the little plate, or actually it was called the Little Tikes Place Stable. It was sold in 1992, and in the early 1990s, number 5560. This was the jockey, and he was designed to ride the horses, and those are always a desirable piece to find. Grandma and Grandpa, their house was the pink roof, and it was called Grandma's house, and that was number 5570, and that was a little bit smaller than the little house, the Little Tikes dollhouse, which was Little Tikes Place, and that went through a few generations of different colored roofs. And so here we have some family members. We've got some family members. We've got the baby. That one's always a nice one to find. And we've got the mom and some sisters. And they're just they're good to find because they definitely will have a nice resale value. And what I find with the Little Tikes dollhouses is that the dollhouse themselves, they're very heavy, they're very well made, and they cost a ton to ship. And also, at times, I've sold the accessories to like fences or the trees or whatever, but so often they're really well made, and it's a slow sale because it's not like they were fragile and fell off a lot. But when we look at this page in the J.C. Penney catalog, we can see the stable, which is always a good one to find. What was nice about the stable, if you can find the fences, the horses, the bale of hay, the little piece on the roof here, those are all really nice accessories to find. And there's the little guy that I have riding the horse. I was hoping I had the stable hand, but actually I have one similar to it, but I do not have him because he's wearing a white shirt, and I don't have that. And over here is the dollhouse and the accessory sets that you could buy. And of course, they were so neat because they were modeled after so many of the Little Tikes kids' toys in regular child-size scale. So I think that was a really neat piece. But this was just kind of an interesting thing to see how they came about. This Penney catalog's part of my own collection, and what I find is they're good resources, and they're not the holy grail of the Sears catalog per se, but what's nice is they're usually, if you're looking to buy them, they run a lot cheaper. So that's a lot of times why I'll default to the JCPenney. But actually, this one I think was just one I happened to have and saved originally. I hadn't bought this one off of eBay. And so I just wanted to share with you today my little Tikes dollhouse pieces, which are not marked. So you just kind of have to know what you're getting and recognize what they are. And probably there were other issues of them that they were marked, but this crew is earlier, so it is not marked. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. If you like this, give it a like and subscribe. And until then, till next time, have a good day.